Hey guys, Steve Charbridge here. So I decided that here's a little well today. I decided that I wanted to talk about the second season of Shadowhunters because it is coming back in next year because they did get renewed for a second season, which I also did a video on that earlier this year. But yeah, I just wanted to come back and talk about. I don't know, maybe some of the things that I'm hoping for in season two, some of the things that maybe we can expect in season two. Um, I don't know specifically when season two is supposed to come back, but I know it's coming back in 2017. I'm guessing it's going to come back like January or at the very latest February maybe. Um, but yeah, so where we left off in season one was so Jace had went with his father, Valentine, in the show, um, and they woke Jocelyn up, which I wasn't really a big fan of because I just felt like they woke Jocelyn up too early. I mean, they went the entire first season, and after the first season, they woke her up. I feel like they should have at least waited until like after the second season, maybe, or like maybe in the beginning of the third season. Because it looks like with the second season, it looks like they are starting to, not completely, because obviously Jace went with Valentine, which doesn't happen in the books. Although in the books, Jace does see Valentine on the boat, but no, Jace has went with Valentine, so it's not going to be completely like City of Ashes, obviously, but it is going in the City of Ashes direction. Um, so we can expect that. Other than that, oh yeah, and apparently Maya, the casting for, apparently they're bringing in the character Maya for the show, which I didn't know if they were going to or not because they've changed so much, but apparently they're bringing in that character. They've already cast the actress, I can't remember her name. I looked at her profile. Apparently she's been in a few things, so she looks like she's got a little bit of experience under her belt. So that'll be interesting to see how they introduce Maya, the character, which I would get confused with like the weird way they cast Maureen in the show in the first season, which that was really weird considering who Maureen is in the books. But if you haven't read the books, then you probably don't know what I'm talking about. But for those who have read the books, then yeah, the Maureen in the show and the Maureen in the books very different. But yeah, so but other than that, I don't really think it was teased that Clary and Simon are going to have some sort of relationship because that's what happened in the second book. They had the relationship in the beginning and in the middle, and they kind of ended it at the end of the second book. It was teased that they're going to do that. Maybe they're going to include that in the show. Maybe not, um, but yeah. So, and then I guess Jocelyn is going to be awake. Like I said, I thought they woke her up way too soon, but that's whatever. So yeah, I guess that's really what we can expect. Some improvements I'm hoping that they're going to make. Now, someone commented on one of my Shadowhunter videos. I can't remember which one, but someone commented and said that they had actually changed. And don't take my word for this, but they said that they had changed writers or directors or something. If they had gotten a different director or script writer or something, I don't know. I don't know. I'm not saying that person is lying or anything, but like I don't know. I can't verify if that's true or not because I haven't actually checked yet. But if that is so, then that's actually probably for the best because, and really that leads into the things that I'm hoping for in the second season because if you watched my reviews of the episodes and if you watched, my reaction to the pilot and everything, you'll know that I was pretty supportive of the show. I was pretty supportive of the first season of the show. I was pretty supportive of it, but I still had problems with it, and it was still a very underwhelming start to the show. Some people liked it, some people really didn't like it, and even though I'm kind of in the middle. I mean, it's got some. I do think it's got some good. Well, it's got some good things, but I can see why people would see like the more negative than the positive. Looking back on it. I mean, as far as the show not being faithful to the books, I mean, I think we've already covered that many times, you know. But anyways, yeah. In the second season, I'm really just hoping that script is one thing because, like I said, the script in the first season was just it wasn't the best. I mean, the dialogue in the first season was. I mean, it was okay, but sometimes it could just be really, really bad. Like, the dialogue could be very cringeworthy. So I'm really hoping that the script writers, you know, or whoever is writing the scripts has, you know, watched the season and maybe made some improvements or tried to make some improvements on the script, because the script in the first season at times could just be absolutely horrendous. So I'm hoping they work on that. Another thing is the acting. Now, I thought some of the actors were better than others. Like, I thought Alberto as Simon was pretty good. I thought Matt as Alec was pretty good. Emerald as Isabel, when the character Isabel actually got to be the actual character Isabel, I thought she was pretty good. But I don't know. There were some actors that were just didn't come off very well to me, and I'm hoping that in this next season they've, you know, maybe gotten more into character, more into the characters, and really just practiced a lot and everything with the scripts and everything, and has really just gotten into their roles and everything, because last season, especially those first few episodes, they really didn't jive very well, especially with Dom and Catherine as Clary and Jace. I mean, those two, their acting, I feel like they got better as the show went on, especially with Dom, but like at times though their acting was absolutely cringeworthy. I mean, I hate to say that, but it's true. I can't deny my honest opinions, you know, my honest feelings. Sometimes their acting was just cringeworthy. So yeah, I'm hoping that maybe they've gotten into their roles more, and maybe the acting will be better. Like I said, you know, I thought Alberto and Matt and like Emerald were all pretty decent in their roles for the most part. And Harry Shum Jr. as Magnus. I mean, he was good, but I don't really like what they did with the whole Magnus and Alex storyline. Like, someone pointed it out, the romance between those two, I didn't buy it in the show because it felt like Magnus was almost blackmailing Alec or something. Someone pointed that out. I think it was Paul Banana's books, but someone pointed that out, and that was pretty weird. Yeah, I'm trying to think. I mean, I guess most of the acting, yeah, I mean, aside from Catherine and Dom, the acting was okay, you know. Just some were better than others, like I said. So I'm hoping the script and the acting improves. I guess the direction too, the way the directors direct the actors and direct everything. I hope that obviously gets better. Maybe improve the set a little bit, because sometimes the sets look pretty good, but other times the sets just look like they spent like $5 from, like, they just bought supplies from a Party City and just threw it together. So I'm hoping that they improve that. So, you know, yeah, direction, acting, script, the set, and really, I understand that the show isn't going to be like the books. I understand that it's going to be very different, but I really hope in this next season that they try to follow the book a little bit more, because I understand, I've said it many times, I understand the fact that it's not going to be like the books that much. I understand that it's going to be different from the books. But they made some of the changes that they made in the show were really unnecessary. I mean, it's almost like they were changing things just to change things, you know. I mean, there are a ton of examples. I mean, awakening Jocelyn so soon was one thing that didn't need to be done. Trying to think. I mean, there were a lot of changes. You know, making the Institute into some freaking like police station. Like, no, no, the institutes aren't supposed to have all that electronic crap. They're supposed to be like, it's supposed to be like an ordinary, you know, institute with no that computer technology shit. I mean, I do believe they have phones in the books, like they have cell phones, but like as far as like all that detective shit that they had in the institute, that wasn't no. But I wasn't a big fan of that. But it's what it is, I guess. So I guess I can't really expect. I mean, maybe. I mean, I would like it to be a little bit more faithful to the books in the second season, but who knows? We'll see. But I guess overall, that's really my thoughts on the second season. You know, what I'm expecting, what I think we can expect, and what I'm hoping for personally. What I'm personally hoping for is, you know, some improvements in the second season, because I do want this show to succeed. You know, I may be skeptical a little bit, and I may be. I'm trying to be optimistic. I do have faith. I mean, well, I want the show to succeed. I want to support the show. So hopefully the show gets a little bit better in the second season, makes some improvements, and hopefully they've made some improvements. But yeah, so I guess we'll see. If you guys want me to make any more Shadowhunter stuff, I'll do that. But yeah, so yeah, that's it for this video, and I will talk to you guys later. Peace.